Hi and welcome back to Studio 77. This sewing tutorial is for a fabric book cover pencil case. I recommend this notebook as it has both lined and plain paper, but you can make it for any size by altering the measurements. Measure across the full width of the book and the height too. Follow the following measurements on the screen for each of the pieces needed. You can also find these in the description of the video alongside the actual measurements I used for the featured notebook. Please pause the video as you need to make a note of them. Fold the lining piece in half and mark the middle with a pin. Line up your fusible fleece and iron to the middle of the lining using the pin as a guide to match it up. Add the zipper tabs to your zipper. Make sure that both ends have the teeth closed. If you're using a nylon zipper, you can push the teeth in to keep them closed at the open end. Place one of the tabs on top of the zipper face down, and the other one underneath the zipper right side towards the zipper like so, and pin. Repeat for the other end of the zipper. Stitch the tabs on so that they are 1/2 inch seam allowance from the end of the zip and place to one side for later. Take piece D and one of the end pieces A and place them right sides together. Stitch along the edge 1/2 inch. Press open the seam and grab pieces B and C, which are the internal pocket pieces, plus the other end piece A. I like to use a wash away double-sided tape for this next bit. Place the zipper on the long edge of piece B with both the fabric and zipper face up. Then place A face down on top of the zipper. And stitch along that edge 3/8 of an inch from the edge. Little tip to getting straight lines on this bit is to open the zipper halfway, stitch to that bit just before the zipper, lift the foot with the needle down and then close the zipper back up before completing the line. Fold piece B back and away from the other edge of the zipper. Take the section we made earlier and place the short edge of D along the zipper right sides down. With piece C right side up, that's the other pocket piece, lay the zipper and D on top. Again, I'm using the wash away tape for this too. Stitch along that edge with 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. With that stitched up, pull the other piece out of the way and join the two pocket pieces with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Once sewn, push the pocket to the left and top stitch the zip to the right of the zip edge. Top stitch the left edge too, but first flip the underneath pocket to the right so that you don't sew through the pocket as well. You are just sewing through the top and seam allowance. Once I've sewn, I like to open the zip to make sure that the pocket is not caught in any way before moving on. Lay the lining on top of the main section, right sides together. And then stitch along the two short edges with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Once sewn, make sure that the pocket is facing the correct way. I find it's good to clip it in this position so that it can't get caught in future steps going the wrong way. Turn the whole thing the right way out and top stitch the two short edges 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Now this bit is a little bit confusing, so please watch carefully. With the work turned the wrong way out again, take the left short edge and fold the end in towards the right side. You are folding it so that the seam is completely sandwiched inside. You need to fold it so that the half of the fold is 3 inches or 6 inches of fabric in total. You also need to repeat this on the other side. Next, you need to stitch the top and bottom edges. I measured around 4 inches for a turning gap on the bottom edge and marked with a friction pan. Stitch those two edges with 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, leaving the gap along the bottom edge that you just marked. Once you've done that, snip the corners so that the excess seam allowance is taken away. Then reach through and turn the cover the right way out, pushing out all the corners to make neat points. Once you've turned it the right way out, you need to check that the book fits into your new cover. When you're happy that it's all fitting well, stitch up the opening by hand. I like to use a ladder stitch for this, but anything that closes the opening is also fine. So what do you think? Will you be making one of these? Let me know in the comments below. Also comment with any questions, queries or tips too, as these can also benefit other viewers as well. If you like this tutorial, you're going to love the slide pencil case tutorial that you can see on the screen right now. It'd be the perfect match to this notebook cover. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.